Morning, Year 3. Today we're looking at the rocket letters. So we'll start off with a line. That's your bottom line, and that's your top line. And we've got to imagine that there's a midline, sort of. So the first rocket letter isn't A, because that's the king of the castle letter, it's B. So the B sweeps up, it goes up to space. Oh, I forgot to shut the door. He goes back down, and then he goes halfway up and around. And a B joins there. Let's remind ourselves of B again. So B goes up to space. It goes all the way up to space. He says, oh no, I forgot to shut the light off. He goes down, back to the ground, goes up again and around. And he joins like that. So that's a B. The next rocket letter is an F. So the F goes up to space. He curls round. He goes back down. He splashes below the line. And it's up to you now. You can either come off and then carry on, and that becomes a drawbridge letter. Or if you wanted to, you can go up to space with your F, you come back down, and you can loop and carry on. Okay, so we've done B and F. Next one is going to be, H. H is really easy. So H goes up to space. Oh, you forgot to lock the door. He goes back down, he goes up and around, and he joins at the bottom. The next one is I. I's easy, goes up to space. Oh, forgot to lock the door again, and he comes back down. Only when you finish the letter and the whole rest of the word do you go back and dot your I. Okay, so leave it headless until you get to the end. The next one is J. J sweeps up, and he dips below the line. So it looks like an I, but he goes under the line, and again, you can curl it round. If you want to, you can come off, or you can just carry on as business. And it's the same deal with the I. You've got to finish the whole word until you go back and dot it. Okay, there's a J, so that's I, that's J. Next one is K. K's a bit tricky. K goes up to space, all the way up. He forgot to feed the cat, so he goes all the way back down again. And then he goes up. Now check out where I jump off. It's like I'm doing an H, but I'm not. Okay, because I'm going to curl it back up and then kick down there. And check out the top layer here. If I put a board on there, I could get a picnic table on those. And K cannot be sticking up there because a lot of people make the K loop here. It shouldn't be there. It should be tucked under. So that's K. L's easy peasy. Up he goes and down he goes. And then we're into the M. So M goes up to space. Oh, I forgot to turn the gas off. He goes back down. He goes up. Leave a little stalk, tiny little stalk there. And he does a double bounce. It's like me landing a plane. Boing, boing. Okay. So they're the next rocket letters. Right, last lot. Need a line, and you need your imaginary midway line. Where do we get to? We got to M, didn't we? So M goes up, he goes down, he goes up and around. There's M. And if you can do an M, you can do an N. So that's up, down, up and around. Check out my little stalks, my little strawberry stalks. And then we've got P. Now P's a bit of a monster. And I'm going to have to go up a bit for P because... Oh no, it's attached. I can't do that. Ooh, hang on. How's that? Bingo. So P starts off. He sweeps up. He goes up to space. Oh, I forgot to feed the fish. He goes back down. But this time he lands in the sea. He goes splosh, right underwater. And he bubbles back up again. Blub, 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 blub. And then he sits his chin on the line there. See his chin? It's on the line. And that's where you join your P again. So I'll do another P. That sounds a bit silly. I go up to space, only halfway. Oh no, I forgot to turn off the gas. I go splash back down again. I go up and I sit my chin on the line and I join up there. So that's P. Next is R. R goes up to space. Oh, forgot to lock the front door. He goes back down again and he goes up. Now check out where I jump off. You see the little stalk? It's like the N and the M. I leave a little stalk and I curl around. Now R is a drawbridge letter, so it actually ends there. Okay, so R is a bit tricky. Next one is T. T's not hard, so T goes up to space, but he doesn't go all the way up to space. T's a bit of a weird fish. T is because he kind of jumps off there. He gets cold feet and thinks, oh, I don't like it up here. I'm going to go back down, and T joins at the bottom. Now T is like an I and a J. You only go back, so the rest of the word carries on, and you only go back and cross your T when you've finished it. Okay, that's T. Where do we get to now? That's those lot. U, dot, 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 dot. U's easy peasy. Here's U. He goes up to space. He goes down. And he goes around. That's a U. And we'll do W. He goes up to space. He goes down the way he came. Makes a W. And W is a drawbridge letter, so it comes off there. Y is up to space, changes his mind, goes back down. Looks like a U, but he's got a curly tail. You've got a choice. You can either loop up or you can come off. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to loop because I can. Make sure that your loop, your flourish, stays under the Y and doesn't Y spread under the next letters before and after. Okay, so they're King of the Castle letters. I'll write a list of words that you can use those letters in. So really be careful with them all lining up, because that's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see them all in a straight line. So no odd bods or strange fish. Thank you.